Amici di Spettacolo che Spettacolo, siamo a Broadway per parlarvi di un musical che è nuovo, divertente e irresistibile. Stiamo parlando di Something Rotten. Andiamo ad intervistare due delle protagoniste.
With song and dance and sweet romance, and with the musical we might have a chance.
Something Rotten is about two brothers who are trying to put on a wonderful show, and here they are. That's my boyfriend's Bottom. Their last name is Bottom, the Bottom brothers, and that's her husband.
Yep.
And yeah, they're trying to put on a show, and they keep running into problems because Shakespeare is the big star of the day.
Huzzahs, big applause with everyone cheering for us.
My husband, Nick Bottom, decides to go to a soothsayer, a fortune teller, to find out what the next big thing in the theater will be. And he is told that the next humongous thing that no one has ever heard of are musicals. Yeah. He wants to do something different than Shakespeare, something that the people will love. And he can't believe it when he hears it, but he decides to write the very first musical.
Portia is the daughter of the head Puritan who hates theater, hates poetry, hates everything that Portia loves. And so I'm sort of rebellious, but in a quiet, sweet way. And I fall in love with the other Bottom brother who is a poet. And his poetry is just the best thing in the whole world. And it makes me want to change my life and leave it behind for him.
Bee is the wife of Nicholas Bottom, and she's kind of, in a way, they're very poor, he's a writer, and she's doing her best to support the family, even though women didn't work back in those days. But our Bee is sort of like the first feminist, and she decides she's not going to sit around and wait for the men to make all the money, and so she decides to dress up as a man and do men's jobs so that she can bring a little money into the house.
For some unexplainable reason, the crowd goes wild every time.
We have such wonderful authors who, this is actually their very first Broadway show. Usually when you have a big fat hit like this, it's after you've written many Broadway shows, but our authors, this is their very first, maiden voyage onto the Broadway scene. And so the fact that they came up with such a wonderful, smart plot is really to their credit. And not only is it crafty and very fast moving, but it's also so funny, so silly, and the score is fantastic. So I think if there's anything ingenious about it, it's our wonderful writers, because they really
original.
Are.
Yeah. It's because so many things aren't original. They're based on a book, they're based on a movie, they're based on a play, and ours is just out of their brains.
And then you got yourself a musical.
A lot of people working together all the time, and I think we've just really meshed well, and we're a big team.
And comedy is always very challenging. I think a lot of people think that because comedy is laughing and that it's like happy and easy, but actually comedy is much harder. I think I've done much more comedy than I've done drama, but I've done a little drama too, as have you. And it's always, comedy is like math. Like, you have to get it right. You have to get those laughs just perfectly, and you need to timing is everything with an audience, and you have to play different jokes differently considering what kind of audience, if their audience is a little older, if we have a lot of kids in the audience.
And the timing is with each other, so you can't just be your own one-man show. So it's like I was saying, it's team. It's like a game of tennis or something, where we're always paying attention to each other and trying to hit the ball back.
A musical. La 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 la, musical.
You don't always get to do a Broadway show, and most people, I certainly did, I dreamt of doing this when I was a child, and so every single night, even if I'm tired, even if we've done this many, many times and the repetition is kind of getting to you, you never forget you get to do a Broadway show tonight. And so it's never lost on this company in particular, because we're a little older, it's never lost on us that we are living our dream every single night.
I am living the dream, but I think what the magic of Broadway is, it is all of us coming together, and it's the best of the best of the best. And also with audiences who really want to be there and are loving it right along with us.
Flashy style.
to see Something Rotten.
Yay!
Mwah.
Cross my heart,